Hey true believers, it's Ron coming out with a new video, and this video is going to be on Marvel Select's Carnage. Yay, special collector's edition action figure. And Carnage is one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe. Definitely in my top 10. I just love his design. I always appreciate the design of Carnage, and his personality is just outstanding. I think it's crazy, just maniac that's just punishing Venom and Spider-Man, and just that early story arc was really awesome. And I read some other story arcs that are pretty cool, but that early one was the best, and definitely loved it. So okay, let's look at the actual packaging here for Marvel Select's Carnage. Marvel Select's Carnage just comes in your standard Marvel Select packaging with the nice big window displays, usually big whole window display here. Little logo illustration here of Carnage's face. Nice font, nice logo font here for Carnage. Marvel Select. Little peg holder on top. You can see the top there. Side. And in the back we have a little bio on that for Carnage. Shows you what he's all about. There you go. Focus. Cell phone. Sooner or later I'm going to get a new cell phone here. Wait to get a better camera. Okie doke. And here's Carnage with all his different images of his accessories and other characters in the line. Cable and Zombie Magneto. Cool. And also one more side here. Side. Another big old picture of Carnage. Pretty cool picture. So there you go. Let's crack him open and see how he looks out of the packaging. Okay, got him out of the packaging. Carnage is out and he's loose. Let me see here. Well, there's the figure, but before we start with the figure, let's start with the accessories. First of all, we start with a little kind of web sling things he probably put throughout his body, I believe. No problem. I know he put throughout his body. These are little. He has the little pegs there, just in his body. Just to show you the flight. The lights. There you go. And there's several of these holes throughout his body. You can see they're kind of well hidden, so you can't really look for them, but they're there. And these are shorter, the other ones are longer. Then we got these little, more of a more sculpted, I guess you could say. I don't know. They're the same kind of, just the way the webs. So it looks like with all the little twines around it and the goo and stuff, but it's more deformed, more warped. These are just pretty straightforward. These are all warped. There's 4 of them. There's 2 big ones, and there's 3 smaller ones that you can see. It does come with some some other hand accessories here. Well, different hands you could say, because these are the regular ones with 2 giant claws, kind of Wolverine claws coming out of them. And then it has this one. Well, I'll put these all on to show you how it looks with it. And it has this one right here. Really well. The paint and the sculpture on it is really, I think, pretty awesome. And it comes with 2 extra heads. To me, it looks like the Ultimate Carnage head. I was going through my Ultimate Spider-Man comics before I opened this figure. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the Ultimate. And this is the classic one. It's the one I love. This is the one I'm probably going to display with. That's my favorite. And also the actual Cassidy. Really well done. Really well sculpted, I think. It does remind you of Cassidy. The coloring and everything is pretty awesome, I think. Moving on to the actual figure here. Okay, the articulation I think for a Marvel Select figure is really well. I really dig the articulation. It's only my 3rd Marvel Select figure. I'll show you the other 2. I'll compare them with the other 2 in a minute. But his articulation, his knees, it bends really well. The ankle pivot. The legs do stretch, move sideways pretty well. He's not doing a total splits, but enough where you could do something with them. Um, his was it ab articulation here is really well. Yeah, it's kind of a spring to it almost, but not really. Has hip articulation, the elbows, the shoulders, the wrist, really well. It's really well articulated for a big figure like this with great sculpting. And the actual hand, I'm doing this in one hand, so it's kind of hard to, which I'm sooner or later maybe get a tripod as well, so I could just do it with both hands and stuff. The head moves well. It doesn't really move a lot down or a lot up. Somewhat better up than down, but enough to really get good stuff out of them, I think. And I don't really play with them too much. I like to display stuff, really just display it. So, yeah, there's the back. It moves well. The articulation is awesome. So, the actual coloring and the actual color apps, what texture, what do you call them? It's pretty dead on to what I imagine Carnage to be. The reds are, I think, right, and the blacks are right. I'm trying to pick up if it's there. I guess they're going more towards a classic looking one, I believe. So the sculpting is, I think, is perfectly sculpted right. It's the right sculpt. It's slender, nice slender body, some musculature, very runner type looking body. I think it's pretty awesome. So here's Cassidy or Carnage here with some of those extra bendy, deformed, like all this symbiote things coming out of his body. Obviously, I couldn't put them all on there. There's 3 of those long ones. I did put one of the long ones up here, like it's kind of weird, maybe. But yeah, it has all throughout his body. There was not enough for the other ones, but I don't know. So I had to put it right now. So it looks pretty awesome. I like it. Here's Carnage wearing his ultimate Carnage head. Just a side note, it was not fun putting on the head because the actual peg, puffed off the body, and it was kind of a issue trying to get it back in there and make sure it go into the body or the head. It was a little difficult getting in there, so just keep that in mind and pick this figure up. That peg that's on his neck might pop off, and it might be easy for you, or it might be hard. I don't know. It was hard for me to get that peg back in there, so I had to kind of leverage it in there. So but it still works fine. It works. There's no issues, no problem with the head. It looks pretty good with the ultimate, but I definitely want to do this head. So there you go. Take a good look at him. Finally, and I got the Carnage head that I'm going to display him with. Once again, I did have an issue with the peg. It's not a fun thing to do, but I got it in there. It's good to go, and it swivels fine. It looks great. No problem with the movement of the head. Well, I'm really digging this guy. He looks pretty awesome. And some other things coming out of the back. I put on the other hands, the sickle, I guess, and this kind of knife thing. I probably will display them with the weapons. And it just fell back. No. There you go. Prop his head up. So, yeah, he looked badass, man. There's wearing all the accessories. I just have all these left over, the extra heads, the extra hands, some extra tentacles, whatever you call those, and Carnage. Here's Carnage next to my other Marvel Select figures, and as you can see, there is another issue here with Carnage. He's awesome. He's a great character. It's just there's one issue definitely with him here. The scale on him is, I think he's a little too big for the character. These are the same line of figures, and Thanos is a little slightly taller than him, and Jargon a little more taller. But Thanos and Jargon are supposed to be way taller than Carnage. He's not supposed to be. It's probably where Lady Death is. Maybe a little taller than Lady Death, but see, I'll give you that angle. It still looks great next to these guys. I just wish, well, maybe the scale of Carnage is fine. Just maybe Jargon and Thanos a little bit taller, and they're a little bit tall ass figures. It just, I think he looks a little too tall for next to these guys, but it's still, regardless, that's just a minor bitching there. It's still fine. It looks great, pretty badass. So it's cool with the Legends. Here's Carnage next to my Spider Carnage. Here's Carnage next to my Marvel Legends Carnage from last year, and Marvel Legends Carnage was definitely one of my favorite figures of last year. And I think this Carnage looks even better. He's pretty badass. And here's Carnage to the Carnage from Spider-Man Animated Series figure, which is still on the card. I never opened it. And of course, he's definitely a lot better. But I love that card. It's a badass card. So there you go. And here's Carnage next to his original story. The original story where he got introduced in Amazing Spider-Man. I do have his Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is a graded version, 9.2. And that's Carnage, Part 1. That's his first appearance right there. Here is Part 2 for Carnage, and Part 3. And that's the original story that introduces this character, Carnage. Definitely a pretty badass story, which leads on into other great stories. In particular, Maximum Carnage, which is a great story. One of my favorite stories of all time. So, there you go. In conclusion, Carnage is a great figure. I think this Marvel Select figure is definitely a must-buy for any Spider-Man fan. The scale is a little off, but it's fine. It's a great display piece. Articulation is great. The paint apps are great. I love the sculpt. If you own other Marvel Select figures, you'll go in great with those figures. Tons of accessories, multiple heads, weapons, and stuff like that. So what else can I say about this figure? Definitely must buy. The retail price is $24.99. That's from Diamond Select. This is my Diamond Select toy. I got it through previews, so I got like a good discount because I ordered through previews. So that was pretty badass. You might find it a little cheaper somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure it's a brand new figure, so you'll probably just find it for $24.99. Still a great buy for what you're getting, even at that price. So yep. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep on being true believers. Keep on collecting. See you later. Bye.